for Week 5 of EA Sports College Football. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Tennessee Volunteers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Volunteers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Hits inside, it's Cobb. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
On the run, it's Cobb. Got enough for the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Sells the run, looking to pass. He's going to take off. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Brown will throw it. Out wide left, it's Singleton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Powers inside. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
No good. Guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wants to go up top on second down. Makes the catch. It's Bishop. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed, you know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back, get it into his hands quickly, let him go pick up the first.
Drops back on first down. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Changing the routes with his receivers. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Left side, it's Davis. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on third and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the fourth down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws for the tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Plows through the defense. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Vols have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. This time they'll throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They've converted on 4th down once, but here's the big one. 4th and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Running inside, it's Pop. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Brown wants to pass. Moving out to the right. Got out of trouble and throws. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Looking left. It's caught. Breaks away on the left. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
So here is the Tennessee offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Bishop. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Lets it fly. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. From the gun. Under pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Wide open downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Vols have it with a 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Bishop. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Vols! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Quick give. It's Cobb. Runs through a tackle.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Fires quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big...
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And he added the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw one first. Left side is Bishop. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Making the adjustment.
Booster. Level. Ready, go.
Second down to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
Going to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Brown will throw it. Rush right in his face. Out wide left, it's Kane. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Straight ahead, it's Cobb. Past the 45. Turning it on. The 20. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And right down the middle. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll bring it out to the 33-yard line, and that's where he stopped, and that's where they'll put it in play. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look in on BYU taking on the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And it's the Cougars in front on the scoreboard and atop their conference standings. And it's hardly too early to dream big. This team is closing in on a 6-0 start. Could be a special season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball.
Snags it, and there's running room. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And, man, I want to see more of that. I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
Catch in the middle. It's Bishop. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Volunteers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, it's Bishop. Knocked down immediately.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Vols looking to convert on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Looking down the middle. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
There he goes. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Buying a little time to his left. Left side, it's Johnson. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the 1st down.
That's caught. It's Johnson. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Rush is on. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Brown wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
And man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's into the open down the middle. At the 20. Touchdown, Tennessee. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. The run inside. It's Cobb. Can't get him to the ground. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. He's over 150 yards rushing, channeling his Lionel Little Train James, James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Brent Fullwood, a great legacy of Auburn running backs.
And let's go to the age where people like me actually remember and were alive. With Ronnie Brown, Cadillac Williams. I mean, the list goes on and on of just guys who have been unbelievable in that orange and blue.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Pulls it in. It's Kane. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone. And I love the vision right here by the quarterback. Seeing the quarterback the whole way. Breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. And the snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Deadlocked here in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The short hands, it's Matthews. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
Between the hashes, it's Jackson. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Grab near the sticks, it's Staley. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. So first down will open up the final period. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Making the adjustment on the play. Drops back on first down. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Vols in a good spot here with second and short. He wants to throw it again. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And now this offense on first and goal has a chance to break the tie late. He'll set up to throw. Back swinging for the goal line. Touchdown Volunteers! They've got the lead here in the fourth. Ready to try the point after.
offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Eccles. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Brown wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Cobb. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the fourth quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that fourth down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
Fires left side, it's Smith. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on first and goal, but they can also drain the clock. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. First down, you're just trying to get an easy completion, catch and run, walk in, score. Defense made a nice play. They made the tackle, so now you got to turn the page. You got to...
And he's in! Touchdown ball! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So here comes the Auburn offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And I think when you got that kind of wheels and you got that kind of speed at the quarterback spot, you can get at anything. And a lot of times he makes big plays. Nice job by the defense. Not giving up, keep chasing, and they get the huge sack on that play.
Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot.
Hold on a minute, the offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on fourth. Throws to the wideout. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Hits inside. It's Cobb. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Brown will throw it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Right side, it's Cobb. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down, gonna throw it. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Tigers! That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw. And he makes the catch. It's a deuce. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They're all over it. Out wide right, it's Staley.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
And here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback signaling to his guy. They're looking to throw on second and short. Turns it upfield. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the wideout. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Reels it in. No chance to run, but they still moving forward.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run. And this is the time where I'm a defense. I'm slow to get up. I'm making sure I stay on that offensive player. I'm trying to eat up as much clock and make this offense burn as much clock, Palmer, as I can.
And this coaching staff right now, you know they're looking at the analytics too, right? How many timeouts do we have left? We want to think about dialing up some play calls that get guys catching the football or get the ball out of bounds to stop the clock. You've got a good rhythm right here. You're in a good position of the field to go win this thing, but you've got to be really smart with your play calls.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Caught. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And I'm loving the command of this quarterback right here. You can tell he's not worried. He knows his answers. 3 for 3 on the drive, moving the ball down the field, trying to put this offense in a position to get right back in this football game.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow-developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That is just not the right play call in this 2-minute situation.
Turns into the pile. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
And this is almost certainly 4-down territory, down 6, and needing a touchdown in the point after to take the lead. Looking for the goal line, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. A huge point after this for the lead. And they take the lead, and now in the waning moments, they're so close to a win. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of this drive. Out wide left, it's Staley. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Last chance coming up. Look out. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, you look at the clock. They've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals.
Looking to take a shot. It's incomplete. A last-gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent,